today's video, I want to go over a question I received from a client last week. I really like real world questions because it always turns out that if one person has a question, there's definitely other people out there that have the same one. So, question we're going to go over in a minute the exact actual question, but at a high level, it's just how do you generate a data dictionary? And I'm going to show you guys how to do this in SQL Server, and I'm going to show you how to do it in Oracle. So the specific question I received was, hey, Bill, one of our clients would like a data dictionary of our database. We do not have one. Is there a way to auto-generate one from SQL? So they didn't want anything fancy. They just wanted to get a table, column, and data type listing so that they could hand that to their client. And maybe their client was going to do some sort of analysis on a database or start generating their own queries. So they needed that listing. So first we'll go over the SQL Server method. So you're going to go to the information schema columns table. It's actually a view. And you're going to tell it what the table catalog is, which is what your database name is. So in our case, the example is ACME is the name of the database. And these are just the columns we're pulling out of there. The table catalog is basically your database name. The schema, so in SQL Server, you can have different schemas in the same database. Then you got your table name, your column name, your data type. And I added some additional information that's usually useful, like is the column nullable or not? What's the column default value? What's the character maximum length? If it's numeric, what's the numeric precision? What's the numeric scale? And the date time precision. And then just to keep everything organized, I've got an order by, so all the columns of particular tables will go together, and then we'll get this is just the ordinal position is the order of the columns as they exist in the table. So that's your SQL Server method. And here's your method in Oracle. So here in Oracle, we're going to go to the all tab columns, and we're going to tell it the owner. So like in SQL Server, this is kind of like the database name. And in Oracle, the database and the schema are basically one and the same. So you've got your owner equals ACME. So again, we're going to get the owner, which is going to be your catalog, your database name. The table schema, which in Oracle, it's the same. In Oracle, the owner and the schema are one and the same. Then you've got your table name, your column name, your data type, again, whether or not it's nullable, the data default value, the data length, that's your character maximum length, data precision, and your data scale, and then your data length. And then again, we're going to keep it all organized. We're going to order by the table name and the column ID. Now let's take a look at how to do this in SQL Server. So here's the query pasted in. We're going to the information schema columns, and I've got a database here named AdventureWorks DW 2019. We're going to take a look at that. Let's run the query. And again, this is how it looks. And you've got everything organized by the table name so that you can take this out. You can put it into Excel or something else. You know, you can you can format it so you got your like tables like organized, or maybe put something to split in between there or something like that. And again, you can export out of your result set, copy with headers, and then just paste that into your Excel worksheet or whatever you want to work with. All right, so this is in Oracle. We're going to show you guys just how this looks. So here's the query. I just pasted it in. And here's the output. And as you can see, you got your nice organized output. So you've got by the actual table name, and its columns are all organized. And you can like take this. I've got another video you guys can look at where you can take this result set and export it so you can pull it into Excel or something like that. So check out that video if you want to see how to pull out the data and put it into Excel or some other format, CSV, or import it into something else. Just want to add here that the table and column listing that we've got here, it's just really a start with respect to a data model. And I did mention that to this client, saying that, hey, we're really just going to create a lot more questions after your client gets a hold of this, because really, relational databases they have relationships, and we haven't defined that at all yet in the listing that we've provided. So the next step, I believe, would be for this client is to generate an entity relationship diagram, or what's known as an ERD, because that depicts the relationships between the tables. And in addition to that, something that I've done in the past, is generate additional documentation to describe the entities and what they do and these relationships, and put text alongside all the definitions that we provided for the entities in the model and the relationships and the actual attributes. And what I've done is I've generated a document I called a data model companion document, which goes and describes a lot more of that information. So I figured I'd add that. And that's it for today's video. I appreciate you guys watching. If you got something out of the video, please leave your comments. And hey, I'm coming up on a milestone here. I'm looking for my 100th subscriber. So if you become that 100th subscriber, hey, drop me a note. Let me know who you are. And if you have any questions, of course, drop them below. And I'm looking forward to making a video for you guys on whatever your question is. Thanks. Bye.